Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to all.
Morning.
Some technical problems with the computer, and we want to start now. The topic of today would be how to prevent wrong things from happening to us, all inwardly and outwardly. This is a topic that was suggested by Rita, and she wants to make emphasis on prevention. אז אני אגיד גם בעברית, בוקר טוב לכולם. אז הנושא של היום יהיה כיצד למנוע דברים שליליים במרכאות או שלא במרכאות שיקרו לנו גם מבחינה פנימית וגם מבחינה חיצונית. Okay, Shri Bhagavat, so
Okay.
start.
I welcome you all. So the today's topic is how to prevent wrong things, both outwardly and inwardly, so that we can have a good life, both psychologically and outwardly. So first of all, let us think. For example, we have many problems externally and internally, and we feel we are not comfortable when we meet some problem. And we have to do certain things related to the external problem and the psychological problem. So what is the nature of our problem? If the situation is good, our psychological reaction also will be good. We may be happy with related to the good situation. If the situation is problematic and we feel tension in our mind, we may have some sorrow or fear, anxiety in our mind. So what we have to do externally and inwardly. So the external situation is concerned, the situation is actual. We have to deal with the situation. We cannot escape from the situation. So, for example, we meet a problematic situation. And we have to deal with the problematic situation. For example, many people meet with the same problematic situation. I meet a problematic situation. You also meet the same type of problematic situation. And many people, for example, 100 people meet with the same kind of situation. But will all the reaction to the situation, psychological reaction to all the 100 people will be same or not? Even though the situation may be same, but the reaction will not be same. The reaction need not be same. Somebody may take the situation as a serious one. Somebody may take the situation as an ordinary one. So the psychological aptitude and the mental aptitude with related to the situation may differ. You may take the situation very easily, but I may take the situation as very serious and problematic. But the situation may be problematic, but at the same time, in what way we take the situation is different. So here, what we have to do with related to the external situation, and what we have to deal with the psychological reaction. For example, unfortunately, we have caught in some dangerous place. When the place is very dangerous, many kind of some water or some poisonous instinct, maybe insects may be there. So we have caught in a dangerous place. We have to escape from the dangerous place. And if you are affected by the danger, and you will feel fear in our mind, it will affect that we cannot easily escape from the problem. So if you don't mind the problem, the matter is, the situation is problematic, we have to face the problematic situation. But if you are if we are afraid of the situation, the fear may destroy our action. Unless we reject the fear, we cannot act properly to escape from the situation. So here, the psychological reaction is natural. When the situation is worst and fearful, the fear is natural. But if we give importance to the fear, we cannot act properly to escape from the situation. So we disregard the psychological reaction and act according to the situation. So acting is needed, doing is needed in the situation. Because all situation is in the present moment. It is a living situation. It is a living present. So what is present, what is living, is actually the problematic situation is the real situation. It is the existing situation. It is not an imaginary one. It is an actual one. So we have to do, it expects our action. So it does not need our fear or anxiety to deal with the situation. So our attention is needed. So we have to act, our action is needed in the situation. So whatever we do is related to the situation. So that is wanted, that is needed. So what is the problem when we face a situation? For example, we may not be able to decide what action we have to do. Sometimes we have to do this kind of action or that kind of action. So our mind may suggest this kind of action is suitable to meet with the situation. And the same mind will suggest some contrary remedy to deal with the situation. So we have to select which idea we have to follow to deal with the situation. The situation may be many, the problem may be many, where there may be various situations, But at the same time, we have to deal with the situation. To deal with the situation, our mind may give various ideas. What we have to do. It may suggest we have to do this idea, we have to execute this idea. Sometimes the other thought of ourselves may suggest contrary to the earlier idea. So we have to, we need not be certain what kind of idea we have to follow. We have to do, it will say we have to do something. The other idea will say, oh, you should not do that thing. So doing one thing and not doing another thing. So in this way, our idea may be contrary to each one. So we have to select one idea, then only the action is possible. So if you are unable to come to a conclusion in this situation, whether we have to do something or reject doing something. So here, the main thing is that we have to come to a conclusion. If you come to a conclusion, then only the action starts. After having a conclusion alone, our action starts. So before starting our action towards the situation, we have to come to a conclusion. Either we have to reject the action or we have to select the action. Anything we have to do. Either we may reject the action or we may execute the action. So anyhow, in both way, either you select to do something or not to select something. So either our conclusion must support our action. Then only the action starts. So when the action starts, we meet the present situation through action. Otherwise, we will meet the situation by thinking this and that, here and there. Thereby, we avoid the action. So avoiding action is actually the problem. So sometimes the action may not be possible. So in that situation, we have to come to a conclusion. So we have to keep ourselves wait. So we have to we have to keep the situation pending. So anyway, we have to come to a conclusion is related to the external situation. And if you come to the conclusion, then our mind will go to some normal thing. Then isolation, then psychological oscillation will be stopped. So we have to do something without any oscillation of our mind. Otherwise, it will oscillate from doing something and not doing something. So the isolation makes the problem more worse. So external action is concerned, we have to come to a conclusion whether in doing something or not doing something. So if you come to the conclusion that you have not work with related to the thing, you can reject the doing. Otherwise, you can choose some action and execute the action. When we choose our action, then our mind will support in what way we have to execute the action, in what way we have to successfully meet the situation. So our mind will support. For example, when we may afraid of certain situation, but anyhow, we have to meet the situation, we have to do something related to the situation. But at the same time, our mind may generate fear of doing something in that situation. But in that time, our concern need not be related to our fear, because it is psychological. Psychologically, it's just like a shadow. It will be like it will be natural. And if you give importance to the fear, then we will not attend the work. So the fear may be there, that may be natural, but at the same time, we should not do anything related to the fear. The fear may be natural and it will come and go in a natural way. But we need not worry about the fear. We have no work to separate the fear. But at the same time, we need not escape from the situation. The situation is natural, it is real. So we have to face the situation, we have to face the problem, we have to execute our action. But when we turn our total energy towards our action, turn our total energy towards our external problem, the psychological fear, the psychological anxiety may be turned, it will be turned into some kind of energy. The same energy which will create fear and some negative emotion will be turned into positive energy, and it will create some excitement to your work. It will give some encouragement to your work. So we need not worry about the psychological energy. Psychological emotion may be negative or positive, whatever it may be. We need not worry about the psychological emotion. The physical thing alone is a real thing. That you have to attend, that you have to take into account. And for that, we have to come to a conclusion. We have to take a decision. Then only we can place our action. We have to execute our action. So this is the some introduction towards this subject. And if you have any idea or some question, you may ask. And before that, Lanir you may execute, you may summarize everything in your own language.
Okay, thank you, Shri Bhagavat. Bye. אז בגלל דיבר כאן על בעצם על חיי היום-יום שלנו. ואולי אני אקח סיטואציה על מנת להסביר את מה שהוא אמר בצורה פשוטה. אז ניקח את הסיטואציה שקרתה כאן עכשיו ממש לפני השיעור, שאנחנו ניסינו להעלות את השיחה בלפטופ שלנו, אבל משום מה זה לא עלה, לא שמעו אותי. ואז כשלא שמעו אותי, אז זאת סיטואציה שהיא בעייתית, כי עכשיו כל האנשים מחכים, ושרי בגבת מחכה, וזה הכל צריך לעבור דרכי. כמובן עולה תגובה של לחץ, איך לפתור את הבעיה. עכשיו, אם כל התשומת לב הולכת לתגובה הזאת של הלחץ, אז כמובן שזה לא מאפשר לך לפתור את הבעיה, כי כולך, כל האנרגיה שלך נשאבת לתוך הלחץ. אבל אם אתה לא נותן תשומת לב ללחץ, ואתה אומר, אוקיי, יש את הבעיה הזאת, איך אפשר לפתור אותה? ואז אתה צריך להגיע לאיזושהי מסקנה. אז יש, אושרת הציעה את טוב, אתה עושה את זה דרך הטלפון. ואז יש את הפתרון הזה של לעשות את זה דרך הטלפון, דרך הנייד. וזה מה שעשינו. אז במקרה שלי, אושרת הייתה פה לעזור לי, אבל והיא הצילה את המצב, אבל אנחנו אמורים לעשות את זה עבור עצמנו. זאת אומרת, שיש מצב שהוא מעורר תגובה רגשית חזקה, אז אנחנו לא מנסים לעצור את התגובה הרגשית החזקה. אם עולה לחץ או חרדה או פחד, העניין הוא לא לנסות לעצור את זה ולא לתת לזה חשיבות היא יותר גדולה ממה שצריך. אנחנו מפנים את כל תשומת הלב שלנו לניסיון לפתור את הבעיה. ומה ששרי בגבעת אומר, שברגע שיש את ההפניה הזאת, הפנימית, מהפוקוס על הלחץ או על הפחד, אל איך אפשר לפתור את הבעיה, אז האנרגיה עצמה, האנרגיה של הפחד שהייתה כלואה בפחד, אותה אנרגיה הופכת לאנרגיה שתעזור לנו לפתור את הבעיה שעומדת ברשותנו, שעומדת בפנינו כרגע. אוקיי? אז ההפניה הזאת של תשומת הלב שלנו, מהפוקוס על מה שאני מרגיש לגבי הבעיה, אל מה נכון לעשות בבעיה הזאת, ואז האנרגיה שכלואה ברגש, היא מתחילה להשתחרר ותומכת בפעולה שאנחנו הולכים לבצע. על מנת להחליט מה הפעולה שאנחנו הולכים לבצע, שרי בגבעת אומר שאנחנו צריכים למסקנה ברורה. והמסקנה יכולה להיות קודם כל, היא כן או לא. זאת אומרת, האם יש משהו לעשות או אין משהו לעשות. אם יש משהו לעשות, אז אנחנו צריכים להחליט מה הפעולה שהכי נכונה שעומדת בפנינו. ואם אין מה לעשות, זאת המסקנה שלנו שאין מה לעשות, אז אנחנו פשוט משחררים את הכל לגמרי. אז השלב הראשון זה להחליט אם יש מה לעשות או אין מה לעשות, ולאחר מכן להחליט בין הדברים השונים, מהי הדרך הפעולה הנכונה ביותר. בכל מקרה, הנקודה המרכזית היא לקחת את תשומת הלב מהפוקוס במה שאנחנו מרגישים לגבי הבעיה, אל מה אנחנו יכולים לעשות לגבי הבעיה. That's it, שרי בגבעת.
Okay. If anybody wants to share their idea or ask any question.
Can I ask, but I don't have a camera. It's okay?
Okay.
Okay, because I'm with my phone. I wanted to ask, last week, I was in the house and then I found out that someone came into my house and stole my bag, and it was a lot of money in my bag, and my passport, my identity card, the keys to the car, you know, all my bag with I entered the house, I see that the door of the kitchen is open. I see that I realized it after 2 days, never mind, that someone stole my bag. And immediately my reaction is, okay, there is nothing I can do. I accept, I surrender. No emotional reaction, almost not emotional reaction. And then when I tell it to the people say, wow, like they react in a dramatic way, like it must be very traumatic for you, wow. And for me, the reaction was, okay, there is nothing I can do. You know, I accept, but then I am exaggerating. Maybe I need to have this emotional reaction because everybody around me, and not everybody, I told it like to 3, 4 people, but I say maybe I do too much this accept things. Because for me, if I see there is nothing I can do, the bag was stolen, I say, okay, maybe, you know, that's what needs to happen. This is something that happened. What can I do? You understand what I say? But then I say maybe I exaggerate because people react different to this kind of things. Maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe I'm indifferent. And of course, I put alarm in my house. There is an alarm. And I always take care for my bag. You know, when I go to sleep, I put my bag in my bedroom, near my bed. I'm in attention because it happened to me 3 years ago, the same thing. So I'm in attention. But even that I'm in attention to this and I try to prevent this kind of things, like to put an alarm and, you know, to be alert, still someone entered my house exactly when I had money in my bag and stole my bag. So I know that I did everything to prevent this occasion, but still that's what happened. And because I did, I think, everything to prevent, I say, okay, what do you say? Because then I say, maybe I'm too indifferent. This is my question.
சங்கீதா என்ன சொல்றாங்க?
ஐயா அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, அவங்களோட பேக் ஒண்ணுங்க, பேக்ல கொஞ்சம் நிறைய மணி, பாஸ்போர்ட், காரோட சாவி எல்லாம் இருந்தது. அது வீட்டுல வச்சிருக்கும் போது அந்த பேக் யாரோ வந்து திருடிட்டு போயிட்டாங்க. இப்போ அவங்க வந்து அத பார்க்கும்போது, இப்போ திருடிட்டு போயிட்டாங்கன்னும் போது அவங்களுக்குள்ள என்ன ரியாக்ஷன்னா, சரி இப்போ நடந்து முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, அந்த மாதிரி இவங்க வந்து அதை வந்து இயல்பா ஏத்துக்கிட்டாங்க. இப்ப இங்க வந்து எதுவுமே பண்ண முடியாது, இட் இஸ் ஓவர், இட் இஸ் பினிஷ்ட், அந்த மாதிரி ஏத்துக்கிட்டாங்க. பட் இந்த நிகழ்வை பத்தி அவங்க மத்தவங்க கிட்ட சொல்லும் போது ஒரு 3-4 பேர்கிட்ட சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அவங்க வந்து ஐயோ என்ன இவ்வளவு பெரிய கஷ்டம் வந்திருக்கு, ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். அவங்க வந்து ரொம்ப ஓஹோ ரொம்ப சீரியஸா நடந்திருக்கு, அந்த மாதிரி ரியாக்ஷன் வருது அவங்களுக்கு 2-3 பேர்கிட்ட சொல்லும் போது. அப்ப இவங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்கன்னா, தான் வந்து இன்டிஃபரண்டா இருக்காங்க, அதாவது தான் வந்து இயல்பா எடுத்துக்கிறாங்கல்ல, சரண்டர் பண்றாங்க. நம்ம இப்போ இங்க வந்து எதுவுமே பண்ண முடியாதுன்னு நினைச்சிட்டு சரண்டர் பண்றாங்கல்ல, அந்த சரண்டரையே தான் வந்து நான் வந்து அப்நார்மலான்னு சொல்லி டவுட் வருது. அந்த சரண்டரையே நம்ம கொஞ்சம் ஓவரா சரண்டர் பண்றோமோ, அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் வந்து டவுட் வருதுங்க. இப்ப இதே நிகழ்வு 3 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி கூட ஆயிருக்கு, இதே மாதிரிதான் பேக் என்னமோ காண போயிருக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் இவங்க வந்து இது திருப்பி நடக்காம இருக்க கொஞ்சம் ப்ரிவென்டிவ் மெஷர்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்காங்க. வீட்டுல வந்து அலார்ம் செட் பண்றது, பர்க்லர் அலார்ம்னு சொல்லி. அதே மாதிரி இந்த ஹேண்ட் பேக் வந்து தூங்க போகும்போதும் பெட்ரூம்ல வச்சுக்குவாங்க, தனக்கு கொஞ்சம் தூரத்திலே பக்கத்துல. அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் பண்ணி கூட திருப்பி இந்த மாதிரி நடந்திருக்கு. இவங்க வந்து அதை நம்ம இப்ப என்னால என்ன பண்ண முடியும்னு சொல்லி ரொம்ப போட்டு அலட்டிக்காம இயல்பா எடுத்துக்கிறாங்க. ஆனா மத்தவங்க இவங்களை சுத்தி இருக்கிறவங்க இந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப ஒரு மாதிரி ஷார்ட்டா ரியாக்ட் பண்ணும்போது இவங்களுக்கே தம்மால கொஞ்சம் டவுட் வருது, நம்ம இன்டிஃபரண்டா இருக்கோம், ஓவரா சரண்டர் பண்றோமா, கொஞ்சம் டவுட் வருதுங்க.
So I feel this is the proper way of action. So we need not worry about that. We did not have anxiety. So anxiety is unnecessary. So the proper intention, proper energy to face the situation, and that is necessary. So we have to do something to prevent such kind of things should not happen again. So that safety measures we have to take. But otherwise, we need not worry about the happening. Anyhow, it is finished. For example, sometimes anxiety may come. Even though the anxiety may come, we need not worry about the anxiety. But at the same time, the anxiety is not necessary here. Anyhow, the matter is over. The preventive measures alone we have to take. So in this situation, what we have done is okay. It is normal. It is a good thing to follow.
לניר, אתה יכול לתרגם? Thank you, שרי בגבה, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
כן, הוא אמר שהתלמידה מצטיינת.
כן, בדיוק.
יפה.
הוא אמר בדיוק גם כמו שצריך להגיב, ועשית את מה שצריך כדי למנוע את ההישנות של המקרה. אבל מבחינה פנימית אין צורך, הוא אומר, זה גם ככה נגמר, זהו, זה נגמר. בקיצור, הכל בסדר, קיבלת מדליית זהב.
יפה, יפה, thank you.
Can I add something?
Okay.
כן.
But from another perspective. I like to put the negative things that can happen to you. This is a very wild world. It includes many, many things. I mean, you can talk about it for hours, days, months, I don't know how long. I want to look at it at another perspective, like not having bad things happen to us, including our connection with other people at work, on the street, at home, and while we are working with our boss, with our colleagues. And I have two, I'd like to say it in Hebrew, and maybe Lanier will translate it later, because it's three phrases that I was thinking about. And I think it's maybe from the Talmud, from the Gemara, from our ancestors. So I'd like to tell you these three sentences and in Hebrew, and then Lanier will.
Yeah.
No recording.
Okay, Shri Bhagavat, you can speak.
But what she says is correct, because it will create some good atmosphere. So how to behave in a society, how to behave with others, that is the guideline that we can follow. That is good for a general, it is to create a general good atmosphere. That is nice. Okay. And the main thing is that, so when we do some things, doing a thing is a kind of meditation. So we have to attend to the work that is in a meditative mind or yoga, so that what you are doing, you have to one with the work. So then only the work will be successful. So we have to reject all other things. So we have to take the work in our hand, and we have to totally submit to the work. So then only the work will be successful, and good thing alone will happen. Right fruit will be there. It will be successful. So we have to select the work first and do the work with involvement. So the involvement is yoga or meditation, whatever it be. So you have to involve with the work. So the total involvement is necessary for the success of the work. So for these things for the external action. But what with related to the psychological one, psychologically, whatever be the emotion is natural. According to the situation, the situation is a worst one. Some worst emotion will be there. The situation is a good one. Good emotion will be there. It is natural. Just like a shadow, it will be coming like this. So we need not worry about the shadow. So the shadow is natural. We need not work anything with related to the shadow. The shadow will be just like so. We need not prevent. So we prevent the happening of our shadow. So because it is a natural, the emotion is natural. For example, when we are in a dangerous situation, some fear is necessary. If you do not have any fear, we will not escape from the situation. So everything we have to take it in a positive way. But at the same time, we need not deal with the emotion. The emotion is it is a inducement. It is a energetic factor that we can take. But we need not saturate the emotions. We need not attend the emotion. Sometimes in the external situation, there may not be any work in the external situation. But at the same time, unnecessarily we may think something or other, and we may create some unnecessary energy, unnecessary emotion within ourselves, where it is not related to any situation. The situation may not be there. We need not have any work in the situation, but at the same time, some unnecessary, some unwanted, some negative emotions may be there. So what we have to do with such kind of situation? Here, we have to understand it is natural. And anyhow, it has come unwantedly and unconsciously. And we have to understand the situation, understand the emotion is also natural, but because of a wrong thinking or anything, it might have happened like this. So if you have any idea, we may arrange the thought, arrange the thinking, because unnecessary thinking might have been the reason for the unnecessary emotion. So the necessary arrangement may be made with related to the thing, but we need not worry about the arrangement of the unnecessary emotions. The unnecessary emotions are maybe some just like a shadow. It has no life. It will come and go. Only because of our unnecessary thinking, the emotion has happened like this. So here, what we have to do is to free from the unnecessary thinking. So that alone we have to do. But the emotion may be unwanted one, but here the emotion has nothing to do with the external action. Sometimes if the situation may be real, when the real situation, even though the emotion may be unwanted, the unwanted emotion may also give some energy to face the situation. But here, when there is no situation, but only the unwanted thinking alone create the unwanted emotions. Here, the unwanted emotion is meaningless. It has no relation to the external action. So what in that situation, we have to free from the unwanted thinking. So that alone is necessary. Lenny?
Yes, I want
you can summarize in your own language.
Before I summarize, please, I want a clarification about what do you mean by setting the thinking. What does it mean? Setting right the thinking process and not the emotion.
So, for example, there may not be externally, there may not be any situation, but we may think some unwanted thing, unwanted happening may happen without our expectation. Some unwanted thing may be happening. So this is the wrong thinking. So here, so we have to find fault with the thinking. The thinking is wrong. So because there is no such thing in the externally, there is no chance for the happening of anything. But we mistakenly, we unwantedly, so unwanted thinking. The unwanted thinking will create unwanted emotions. So the problem is to change the thinking alone, not the emotion. So there is no necessity for the unwanted thinking. Because for example, if the situation, there may be some situation for that. Just a minute. If the situation is the real one, so thinking is necessary, how to deal with the situation. But there is no such thing, there is no real situation. Without real situation, some thinking may be there. It is also possible.
So, isn't it like positive thinking or something like that?
So we have to find fault with the thinking. So finding fault with the thinking, or we have to change correct thinking. Because for example, some the situation may be peaceful. We think some unnecessary, unexpected danger may be coming. We may thinking like that, but there is no chance for there is no scope for unwanted happening. But anyhow, so we have to separate the thinking that there is no chance for the unwanted thing and unwanted happening. So we have to correct the thinking.
Okay.
For otherwise, the situation is real. some naturally some emotion, some unwanted emotion may be coming, and we for that the unwanted emotion may be turned into correct. It has a energy to execute the situation if the situation is real, and for that we have to deal with the situation with just like any yoga or meditation. We have to one with the action. If you one with the action, the unnecessary emotion will be turned into energy to execute the action. So sometimes the situation may not be real. It is an imaginary situation. For the imaginary situation, the unwanted thinking is not necessary.
And I try not to explain it in Hebrew.
Okay.
אז קבעת עושה כאן הפרדה בין שני סיטואציות שונות. סיטואציה אחת היא שיש בעיה אמיתית שעומדת בפניך. אז אמרנו קודם, פשוט מסיט את תשומת הלב שלך ממה שאתה מרגיש אל מה שאתה יכול לעשות לגבי הבעיה, וכמו שאמרנו קודם, השלב הראשון הוא לראות אם יש מה לעשות או אין מה לעשות, ואחר כך אם יש מה לעשות, אז לבחור את הדרך הפעולה הנכונה, ואז כשאנחנו עושים את זה, שרי בגב"ת אומר שהאנרגיה שהייתה כלואה בתוך הרגש, היא באה לעזרתנו ובעצם מסייעת לנו לפעול בצורה טובה. זו סיטואציה אחת. הסיטואציה השנייה היא שהבעיה נמצאת רק בדמיון שלנו. רק בדמיון שלנו. זאת אומרת שבעצם המצב הוא לא בעייתי, אבל נניח בעל שחושד שאשתו בגדה בו. אז זה לא קרה, אבל בדמיון שלו זה כן קרה, וזה מעלה כל מיני רגשות של קנאה שיכולות להביא לתוצאות הרסניות. אבל שרי בגב"ת אומר, עם הרגשות של הקנאה, למשל, עם הרגשות של הרכושנות, אתה לא צריך לעשות איתם כלום. מה שכן אתה יכול לתקן זה את החשיבה שלך. זאת אומרת שבחשיבה שלך, אתה רואה שהצורת חשיבה שלך והדרך שבה שהמחשבות שלך מבטאות את עצמם, היא לא דרך נכונה. ואז אתה לא מעניק חשיבות למחשבות מהסוג הזה. אתה פוסל אותן. אבל אתה לא במובן שאתה מנסה להדחיק אותם, אלא במובן שאתה לא נותן להם חשיבות, לא נותן להם משקל. ואתה מבהיר לעצמך שהמחשבות האלה הן מחשבות שעת. לעומת זאת, לגבי הרגשות, אין לך בכלל מה לגעת בהם, כי הם לגמרי כמו צל. הם הצל של החשיבה שלך. זאת אומרת שבגלל שאתה חושב דברים מסוימים, למשל שאשתך בגדה בך, אז ייווצרו רגשות מסוימים. הרגשות הם בסך הכל תוצר לוואי של החשיבה שלך. זה לגבי מצבים שהם למעשה דמיוניים. שם אתה אמור לתקן את החשיבה שלך, אבל הרגשות אין מה לגעת בהם. הם רק תוצר לוואי של החשיבה, והם לא משהו בפני עצמם. That's it, Shri Bhagavan.
So in short, if the situation is real, we have to face the situation just like a meditation. We have to one with the situation, we have to deal with the situation. So if there is no situation, there is no real situation, only the wrong thinking alone giving the wrong emotion, we have to reject the thinking as well as the emotion. But here, if the situation is real, we have to be meditate, you have to yoga, you have to be in yoga with the situation. So that because the situation, so the real we have to one with the situation and we have to do something. So if the situation is, there is no real situation, only the wrong thinking alone giving unnecessary emotion. So we have to reject the unnecessary thinking. That alone is the crux of the thing.
Yeah, I have one question on this. So, what is the difference between a thought and an emotion? Both of them are coming from nowhere, and both of them, if you ignore, are going to disappear. So, is there any difference between a thought and an emotion?
Because thought may be the reason, but at the same time, the emotion is the feeling. It is just some chemical reaction within our body, along with the emotion. We feel some sensation. We feel it is just like a feeling. But all thought need not be an emotion. But the thought may be the reason for the emotion.
So maybe is there a different mechanism to handle both? Let's say they are different, but still, is the behavior the same? Meaning that a thought comes, same as emotion comes, you're just aware that it's coming, and you just not cooperate with it, and it will disappear. Like thought versus thinking. A thought comes, you can make it thinking, but you can also ignore, and then it's not become thinking. It's just a thought that comes and goes. So even if they are different, is it the same mechanism to handle both? Just let it come, let it go.
So if the external situation is concerned, everything, all our actions are based upon our thought. If there is no thought, we cannot act. So for action also thought is necessary. Sometimes to the action, we can make use of the thought. Otherwise, you need not use the thought.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
אפשר להסביר מה הייתה השאלה בתשובה, בבקשה? בעברית.
כן, ריטה.